Yo, what up? Grace and peace, beloved. It's your boy Drew. Just want to run something past you real quick. Uh, so I'm not gonna say as COVID dissipates, but I'm gonna say when it begins to dissipate. One thing I want you to remember is that you need to hold on to the lessons that you learned during COVID, because those lessons are blessings, right? Meaning, things like you've learned that there were places that you felt like you needed to be at, and you realized once you were disallowed to go to those places that you didn't have to be there, or there were people who are not into reciprocity, meaning they didn't return the same energy you returned to them during the time that you guys are together. You know, you're pouring into them and they're not necessarily pouring as much into you, and you realize that you don't have to be around them as much. And when I say that, I don't mean throw people away, because sometimes that love and positive energy that you have around them may be to help to turn them around. But also, you have to learn that people who like to manipulate, and I mean like manipulate your mind, manipulate your time, manipulate your energy, all those things. When you disallow them to do that thing, when you take that away from them, they become they can either wake up and see it, or they become angry. But I digress. Back to my original point. Also, things that you learn, like if you were working on a craft, or if you've come into a craft during that time off, and you began to master that craft, or you've gotten better at that craft, hold on to it. Keep doing it, even if you have to go back to a full schedule of work, because that's time well spent. That was a lesson you learned, and those lessons are blessings, man. So, what I'm saying is, this thing wasn't. We all probably lost somebody during this COVID, and rest in peace, everybody. My condolences to anybody who lost family. But you know, there was blessings in it too. People were able to get stuff done. Realize that life is not a big rush, one big rush, like we like to treat it. Everything is a big rush. We have to move, and I learned that too. Like, just slow down, man. Everything's not a big rush. Everything don't have to be done right now. Relax. Some of y'all got some extra rest, man. You need that rest and recovery. But yeah, man. Just those are just a few things, examples. But we picked up a lot of stuff that we could have learned during this situation, man. And I just want you to know that. Hold on to them. Those lessons are blessings, man. It should have taught you not to go back to that what we considered normal way of life, which really wasn't a normal way of life at all. It was, like I said, everything's fast paced. We forget that we have time to work on things that we love to do, that we have time to work on our passions, that we have time to I don't want to say disconnect from relationships, but we have times to social distance ourselves, so that that other person maybe can see that maybe that person was putting more effort into it than we were. Um, Going to places that we thought we just had to be at, and you end up seeing that you didn't. It didn't really put a dent in your life not being there. Uh, but that's just a few things, man. Anyway, the whole point of it was hold on to some of the stuff you learn, man. Especially your crafts, things that you worked on, exercise. You learn that you didn't have to be at the gym to get a good workout in. Some of y'all learn how to work out at home, learn how to do calisthenics, uh, and you got strong and you got lean. Some people learn to cook more instead of eating out as much. I mean, it's just a lot of things that you could have picked up, and if you chose not to, it's just you weren't really paying attention, or you were staying negative about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's another issue where we begin to look at the problem as instead of seeking out solutions, right? So hold on to what you've learned, seek out solutions. Don't exacerbate the problems. Don't add on to the problems. seek the solutions. Lessons are blessings. I love y'all. It's your boy Drew. Deuces.